What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. Your Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. I can't wait to get this show started. It is, oh my goodness. It's gonna be epic. I can't wait. So share the show. Let's share the show every day. What's up, Joe Lewis? Let's share. Let me get to my share. Let me share. Y'all just give me a second because I have to do this manually every time because I want to be just one. I want to be like everybody else. I share it to my friends. Then I go over to YouTube and I share it on YouTube. Y'all, so everybody should be doing this right now. Everybody on the line should right now be, everybody in the chat. See, I'm talking in the background. I'm going to my, everybody should be sharing. Everybody should be sharing. Everybody should be sharing at the moment. Let's see what else I got. Let's see. How you doing, Jack Reese? Seen your name before, haven't seen it before. Well, what's going on? Hey, Sonya, I see you. I see you, Brad Kimball. I see you, Daryl. Y'all need to share this show. Brandon Wheatfall behind me. Paul Miranda sent me that. He's up in Martha's Vineyards. A great place to go visit. I can't wait to go back. And unique. I just can't wait. Paul Miranda, you're a man after my own heart. I'm gonna try. I wish I could sneak up here before the summer's over with, or get everybody out of there because I don't want to be there when it's too crowded. Because I like to do stuff. Sometimes it's too crowded. The traffic is, oh my God. You better get you a bike, or Uber, because don't get no rental car. But what else I got? I mean, it's just so much stuff going on. And now, tell me, Rodney, what's up, baby? You're back. Rodney is back. Rodney, I had interesting conversations today. Had a great meeting yesterday. Rodney, I'm going to tell everybody right now. Parents, if something cooking is in the blender to help navigate through this space of summer basketball, if something is in the oven. How y'all say in the oven? It's unique, it's different, it's something that I don't want to give too much about it, but it's so Rodney, I'm gonna call you too. I'm gonna call you today. It's something, man. It's something, and guess how it started, ladies and gentlemen. That man is on that screen. Status Moody started all of this good stuff. I'm just sitting there. We was just talking one day, and we was just talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to hear me well. I love the sport of basketball. I just like it. I loved it enough. I passed it down to my son. He loved it, and I hope he passed it down to his son and daughter. But we was just talking about, because everybody talking about because I stopped going to high school games because every time I go, I just got tired of watching too much bad basketball. And I like the game, but I don't like bad basketball. And and then I heard it saying, Robert, is good money in bad basketball. So what they saying, when somebody said it, what they're saying is, I'm going to give a tournament every weekend. I'm going to give something every weekend. So, all you bad basketball players just come in here, y'all just play. And guess what? It's okay. It's a market for that. Listen, it's a market for that. Everybody ain't going to play this game at a high level. You follow me? But it's a great game to learn how to play. You learn teamwork. You get some exercise. I would get my son was at the Quillen Center over there off the Beltway when he was little. Couldn't play dead. But he was enjoying himself. And Daddy was just sitting back there. until he came to me and said, teach me. I left him alone. Go out there, have fun, run up and down, travel, whatever you want to do. I want to see how much you love the game first. So I was just thinking about that, and I see Rodney on here. In the conversations I had, the meeting I had yesterday, the conversations I had with a Power 5 Division 1 coaches, more Power 5. Maybe Power 4. And we're just talking. You know, cause it's some information I'm gathering to give the parents and your kids. Parents, we're gonna have this thing. We're working on this thing where your son's gonna be able to come and learn some things, and you gonna be able to come to learn some things. You can't come. Your kid can't come without the parent. Got to have a parent involved. Because some of y'all is big of a problem, and y'all are hampering your kids' development. And some of y'all don't know. And ladies and gentlemen, I was in a position like y'all. I'm on the show. I had a son too. You follow me? Wait, let me text somebody. He must have forgot. Let me show now. And I was just thinking about Rodney. I'm just going, and Rodney, it's some things that's going on in summer basketball and the business of basketball. The college coaches, it's some things going on. You know, I'm gonna share with y'all some things on here, but to be able to come to this thing, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It's so dynamic. We hadn't really figured out what to call it yet. It's so dynamic. And but it's coming in the near future. And I'm gonna share it with you. Rodney, make sure we get together. You know, and because all I wanted to do is when I came on the show that day, I just got tired of people talking about basketball is bad. Then Thaddeus Moody says it's bad up in Chicago. But within 24 hours of me talking on this show, Rodney, those guys in Chicago took action. See, Rodney, I'm smart enough to know we got to teach them early. I'm smart enough to know when you teach them earlier. Because when they get in high school, they think they know it all. So we got to make sure we get them by middle school. Middle school kids need to know some stuff. The middle school parents need to know some stuff. You know, somebody even brought up in the meeting about how do you pick summer basketball teams? I don't know. I don't have that answer. You know what? I didn't have the answer. What I did, I just said, what parents, I asked myself the question, what do I want my son to get out of this experience? I listened to the thing that I'm glad I wrote it down that Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. I hope somebody told you what I said yesterday. I love what you said. I might rehash that later if Jimmy come on. But we can't keep operating like we've been operating for the same last 20 years. That's what's ran. That's why we in this position. We can make excuses. It's a cycle. It's all that. But let me tell you something. Listen, I ain't saying a kid got to be great. But a kid in this basketball community should know how to play. He should know how to actually play. He ain't got to be great. He ain't got to be Power 5. He ain't got to be. But guess what? He can know how to play the game of basketball. So the guys in Chicago, they said, we're going to get some guys to work. Y'all got to realize the middle school coaches, that's why a lot of the stuff, everybody don't have a middle school coach like my son had. Coach Scoggins, Sean Scoggins. I couldn't ask for a better man. I couldn't ask for a better man to have my son. And if you go look at his video he got a video when he committed. My son got a video when he committed to Cornell. We went to the middle school. We went to the middle school. We went to the high school. We just after he made his decision, Mo Elrod from high school hopefuls, he documented it. Right, so I never forget. It's on YouTube. Robert had a commitment to Cornell. It should come up. I don't know, but we went to the middle school was a very important part of it because in middle school, Rodney, that man got to school early, Coach Goggins, so me and my son can get over to the school an hour ahead, an hour and a half ahead of everybody. And we got our workout in the morning and our workout in the evening. So if guys just played in the evening, Robert was getting it in the morning and the evening. We had our own, what John Lucas called a lab. We had our own lab. And he got all the reps because he was the only one that got up and came in the morning. So, but what happened is, I ingrained, he was used to and understood the work and understood basketball, the stuff we used to send him through. And it helped, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know he was going to be good enough to go and star in college. But guess what? I put him in a position to. You follow me? So he knew how to play the game of basketball. That's all that when I watched him play, I just sit back and say, he know how to play. But we got to get him in middle school. Ain't nobody trying to take your player and he's on my summer basketball team. I don't care. I want to make it better for you. I don't care nothing about no summer basketball team. Y'all know what? I don't care. I just want to be the kids to be good. You said the middle school in Chicago are the foundation of our basketball coach. It need to be here. Some of y'all don't even know who the middle school coaches are. Y'all don't even care. And do me a favor. Gosh, I got to give y'all this. If you're out there, you tell somebody. Please don't ever tell no child that coach don't know what he's doing. Don't ever do that. Ever again. Parent, if you did it before, keep that to yourself because your ass don't know what you doing either. If you doing that, you don't know what you're doing. Don't ever do that, parents. That never came out of my mouth to my son. You respect that man like you respect me, or woman like you respect me. You carry my name when you walk out this house. That's why the kids are so talking crazy to coaches and don't respect because their mamas talking about them. That's why kids talking about the referee don't respect the referee because their mamas and daddies don't respect the referees. Man, I didn't mean to get here yet. But I had such a great meeting yesterday, and then the college coach called me this morning, so it's on my spirit, ladies and gentlemen. It's on my spirit. Y'all need to share this show. When I tell y'all to share the show, millions of people need to hear this. Not for me. I done got mine through college. I'm trying to teach you how to get yours. Or whatever he want to do. Or whatever she want to do. I'm telling you, I'm just listening. I'm listening. Why do you pick some of these teams that y'all go play on in the summer? Why? Boy, I'm waiting. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. He said, I was taught you may not like the person, but you have to respect the seat that they sit in because you may sit absolutely. No, but I wasn't taught like that. I was told to respect the seat that somebody sit in because I tell you to respect that damn seat. Even if you don't sit in that seat one day, still respect that seat. Respect authority. Why you think people don't care nothing about authority no more? Because we let a damn clown get in the White House. So I don't respect that office now. I just don't. And that's supposed to be the seat of power. But I see it as a seat of buffoonery right now. But let me keep going. I was thinking about something. Yo, I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna be all over the place today. You just direct me where y'all want me to go. If anybody else got something that need to be talked about, let's talk about it. That's what I love about this. I keep telling y'all about the metaphor of bringing a brick to this situation. When you come in here, bring something. Don't just walk. Just don't come in here. Because what I see in life is some of us need to prune our lives of people that drain us. If I'm the only one giving stuff, energy out on this show, and y'all just takers, it's gonna drain me. It's gonna drain Jimmy. And some of you drain people that you need to ask yourself, why are you draining people? Why am I being a drain on a situation? Some of us need to ask ourselves. Thank God for Eric Harrison. He's the only one commenting. That man said the Chop Shop is not scripted. Absolutely. Because I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. She said, I'm being old. Wanted to see what the folks in the YouTube were saying. Okay, you're supposed to. I like that. I like that. Shanquetta, I like that. You ain't being nosy. You bringing your brick to both situations. That's all you're doing. But always remember, if somebody on YouTube say something, I'm going. But Eric is the only one talking right now. Thank you. But I always say this. I mean, what am I bringing to this? Anything I go into, what am I bringing to this? When I ask a person to bring their brick, folks get confused. Shanquetta, and I'm here to set it straight today. Somebody told me I'm confused. Somebody said, Robert, I don't have anything. Guess what I told them? Well, just bring your whole self and make a commitment to fix all the things. And it's a lifelong journey of doing all the things in you. Perfection is a process. But fix the things in your character. Can't be telling your kid, that coach don't know nothing. That coach is dumb. That coach ain't there. He can't coach. He can't. Fix the things in your character. Fix the things in your psyche. Fix the way you see the world, parents. Because if you see the world different, your kid gonna see the world different. Some are basketball parents. And come in this show, on this platform, come in and contribute something. And if it's your silence, that's good enough. Bring your silence. But don't bring harm. Don't bring no harm. Because on here, this is an organic conversation. We're all coming up with the same conclusions. And the brick is a metaphor. Bring your whole self. That is the most valuable thing that would ever exist in the world. In the world is yourself. Shanquetta, you're valuable. Eric, you're valuable. Thaddeus, you're valuable. D. Holcomb, you're valuable. Rod Wells, you're valuable. Dr. 3, you're valuable. Rodney, you're valuable. Eric Boone, you're valuable. Brandon Weefall, you're valuable. Thaddeus Moody, you're valuable. Daryl Anderson, you're valuable. Joe Lewis, you're valuable. Brad Kimball, you're valuable. Travis Lynch, you're valuable. Imagine building something, Travis, and your brick don't have no straw in it. And you in the middle. We got Travis in the middle, but he ain't putting no straw. Travis, I'm just this metaphorically speaking. And we're building on top of Travis. Then after 2 years, Travis' brick started to crumble. It just messed the whole thing up. I'm here to hold up the bricks above me. So I'm making sure I got straw. I can't crumble because the whole structure comes down. Y'all feeling me? Y'all follow me? You should want to come in here asking yourself every day, what am I going to contribute to the Chop Shop? It's some stuff happening in Shanquetta's life that's unique to her that somebody on this feed might need one day. Because all I be doing when I share stuff with you is sharing the things that I experience in my life. But you should be coming here. Eric Harrison, the things that you and your wife is doing out here in this community. I know why you come in and contribute. And if you can't contribute right now, it's okay. Just sit up here and get stronger and make sure you have enough straw. You follow me? And and as I as I was processing this day and processing this thing today, I was thinking about people who you know, my friend, all my people always come. You know, I got people all over the world, man, thinking about man, you should have 1 million people looking at this show and following you. Terrence Fowler. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. And I'm like, Terrence, if you know me, you know this is what I said to him. I said, well, I'm like, the kind of work that we're doing on this show may not show up for 10 to 20 years. I use it all the time. It's like an oak tree. You ever seen one of them big old oak trees? See, what it is, you're expecting to produce fruit and acorns and shade and firewood from the chop shop overnight. Just thinking about that. We also, us as a people, some of us, we don't have the momentum of patience to know that things take time to take root. I recognize, ladies and gentlemen, I'm smart enough because I got to study history. The 400-year assault on our psyche, our memory, and our ancient morality. It's an assault on it. 400 years salt on it. And it's gonna take more than 8 years, 7 to 8 years. It's like a wheel is going this way, 100 miles an hour. First, I got to slow the wheel down first to get it to going back in the right direction. This kind of show this type of show right here did not exist 7 years ago. The Chop Shop, the Boom Boom Room, the Chat, Terrence Foley. It means something. It really means something when people walk up to me and say, man, I'm a part of the Chop Shop, man. They're making a declaration about something. When somebody tell me that, they're making a declaration about something that didn't even exist 7 years ago. Now this man just come on here and say, here his brick. Listen, watch it. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I ain't read it. I'm finna put it up there. Here's my brick. The NFL has so-called leaked the emails of John Gruden. He said he is not denying the racist statements. But because, let me put it back up there. How much of a brick is this? But because he has evidence that other people have said the same inflammatory things, I'm being dismissed. Just like the collusion that many of you have said about Sanders. My question is, if they have these, Hatter, do you believe that has some legs? First of all, you've been on this show too long to ask me that question. I have told y'all how messed up the NFL is. And you worried about a leaked email and a collusion, you're still not listening. Legs for what? I don't care about white on white crime. How does this center us? We already know they're racist. Jameson Morrow. And you call this a brick? This brick ain't got no straw. Why should we talk about John Gruden with his racist ass? We know he is. We know the NFL is racist. I just sit and told you that, but your ears was closed because I didn't agree with what you were saying. And I gave you perfect, this, and he called this a brick. This ain't even a pebble, because this don't matter. This don't matter. I gave you the other day the NFL scorecard. They never had a majority black owner. One black team president in 100 years. 4 black head coaches in it. 32 coaches, ain't but 4 black head coaches. They blackballed Colin Kaepernick for speaking out against racial oppression. And they withheld a settlement money from the black retirees based on a racist scientific theory. I said this 3 days in a row, Jameson Morrow. And you said this a brick you bring it? You just want to. This fan is suing the NFL for Shedeur Sanders didn't get picked right. You want to prove that point so bad. not a brick, son. Sit back, learn some more, get stronger, put some straw. My question is, if they have these, do you believe it has some legs? They've been talking about us. Like I told you the other day, you more concerned about that than the NFL. We have to be forced to stop the halt of using race norming. And you know what the race norming is? Let me repeat it to you, because evidently you don't understand. Because you still worried about whether Shedeur Sanders is balling his ass off at Cleveland right now and getting paid. And you worried about where he got picked at? What I tell y'all this morning, he's still going to be on the fourth on the depth chart. Didn't I tell you that yesterday? Go look at the depth chart right now. He's still fourth. I'm trying to prepare y'all for something, and y'all still want this. I'm sitting here talking about something, and you want to talk about John Gruden. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That man stood up there proudly and said, "Here's my brick." Like I said, I recognize the 400-year assault on our psyche and our memory and our ancient morality. I recognize it. That's why I recognize it. That's why I have to address that right there. That's why some people are so fired up about this space. See, I know what the NFL is. How the hell I'm gonna get mad about 32 billionaires leaking an email out of one white millionaire? How the hell did that stay out of that? Like we're in the fight about ICE. People ain't in the fight with us. But this story on race norming, and I have to share this with y'all. In the NFL, makes all the more obscene, the hand wringing justice during the Rooney Rule season. Rooney Rule season, you don't know what that is? The Rooney Rule season. After the season over with, they fire coach. After the season over with, Black Monday, they fire the coach. So what happened after that? They bring, they got to hire new coaches. So the Rooney Rule states that GM, a coach, higher position, executive position, somebody get fired, you have to interview Black candidates. And what them folks do, they interview and they just pick the candidate they want all the time. It isn't complicated. But if we worried about a damn email between a millionaire and a billionaire that ain't got nothing to do with Jameson Morrow and neither one of us, it ain't going to affect either one of us at all. But this will, because some of our cousins, some of our friends are trying to get some of these positions right here. and the NFL is shutting them out. I know how bad they are. You ain't got to tell me how bad the NFL is. You're trying to prove to me how bad. I'm just telling you that's a frivolous lawsuit that the dude had. But you wanted, Shadua ain't thinking, Shadua trying to make the team. I keep trying to explain to y'all. The people, listen. The NFL, it's a privilege to play in it. It's not a right. Everybody don't play in it. If that's the case, I can get you on the team, James tomorrow. I can get Eric Harrison on the team. I can get Shaq Pelser on the team. Somebody got to want you. And if they don't want you, they don't have to take you. Let me keep going. The NFL, and I told y'all, it's a racist league. And you think that's a brick? That has one main use for black people. James and Myra, I hope you listen to this. The NFL, it's a racist league that has one main reason for people that look like Travis Lynch and me to play until their bodies get totaled. Players are useful. They don't want to let them coached. They don't want to let them GM. Man, this was not on the script. James Amaro, he always give me 30 minutes of worth of material. Players are useful until they're rendered useless. So if anybody never told you that, I know I done said this before. That this, what I'm telling you, it came out because of a suit. They got sued. Because we didn't know this until they got sued. It speaks volumes of this team you trying to make. Well, group, here's my brick. The NFL has so-called leaked the emails from John. That's a long time ago. They've been leaked it. All he doing is trying to get them where they'd be able to use them in court. He's trying to go to court so he can have discovery. They gonna be fighting each other. But they still gonna have racist emails about us. So that's not a brick, sir. Players are useful until they're rendered useless. They had to be forced. The NFL, James Amaro, the NFL had to be forced to reconcile something that they never saw as a problem. They didn't even think it was a problem. It's also highlight the pervasive racism in the medical field. The doctors who work on us. Because one of them came up with this theory. Considering, watch this, James, Mr. Reese, considering the majority, that's what they said, of black players in the league is 70%, there's no black owners. Since the inception of the whole league, 100-some years, kind of tells you the story. They don't mind paying players, James Morrow, Kevin Freitman, as long as they remain the owners. I'll pay you. The Rooney Rule is just window shopping. And the only way this will end is for those white guys are forced to sell to somebody black. It's the only way to end. Don't y'all know? Have y'all ever noticed NFL, NBA team might be so, ain't nobody trying to sell no NFL team? Have y'all ever, have y'all ever looked at that? Jameson Morrow, since you're looking at everything else, Google that. They print money and print power. Ain't but 32 of them on the whole planet. And ain't nobody can force them to sell to a group of black entrepreneurs. That would be a Rooney Rule. Just a fair sale. Don't have just a fair sale. Somebody or several people on the NFL side had to make an active choice, Jameson, to include that outdated racist way of thinking as a part of the settlement structure from the CTE thing. However, whoever was responsible for that is Moody, needs to be identified and removed. Ladies and gentlemen, they were saying it hurts me so bad. No bad. No, it makes me so bad. This is the biggest story in football. If you want to talk about football, this is the big story. Not whether Shadua got picked or not. They're saying, okay, we got caught. I owe y'all $1 billion. But when the black dude come and put in that claim, oh, your cognitive brain functions are not that good anyway, so it didn't hurt your brain that much. So you don't get it. White ones, okay, you come on. It's unbelievable. But we want to worry about what John Gruden email. John Gruden's email. And I know sometimes the truth hurts. All I'm doing is giving you the truth. I'm not going off nothing nobody told me. I'm telling you what I actually seen in my 30 years in this business. I'm not protecting the NFL. Like the other day, somebody came. I mean, he came with what did he say? A fan is suing the NFL because he got mental distress because I love Shadua Sanders and he got picked in the 5th round of y'all's draft. That y'all can draft who y'all want to. And I'm mad. I don't like, so I need $100 million to make me feel better. But I ain't. I didn't hear one fan sue the NFL because they wouldn't let a black player's claim go through. I ain't hear no fan talking about that. But we want to worry about should do it is wait a minute. Practice should be over by practice over already. Should do in a good place. Guess what? He gonna play again this weekend. Because Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco ain't gonna play. She gonna play again this weekend. So Shadu is on a basketball is on a football team. He got to make the team like everybody else. So why? But guess what? If he get his head beat in from CTE, they ain't gonna want to pay him the claim because he's black. His cognitive functions are not that good anyway. So getting hit up in the head ain't hurt him. That's how they think. It's archaic. That's how they think. But let me go. Tired of that anyway. Tired of that anyway. What time? You know what? It's a good time to take a break. You know, I got to talk. I got to talk about what's going on over TSU. First of all, I got to give you this. Prairie View versus TSU on Labor Day, the Labor Day Classic, the classic battle of the two teams, the classic battles. TSU Labor Day Classic. If they got single tickets, season tickets. Season tickets are done. Can't get that, but you can get single game tickets. 713-313-7811, or it's gonna pop back up there. Kevin Allen, reach out to him and say, "Hey, I want a season ticket. Take care of me. Take care of me." If you call him and say, "Look, hey, Hannah said, get me right here. I need to be," and let me know if he don't get you where you want to be. And shout out to him. Shout out to Johnny Jones and the staff at TSU. They are having on the 23rd. Let me get that information. I want to give you all that information. Let's see where I'm at. Johnny Jones. I want to give you all that information because this what's going on in this the things that we got going on in our community. Johnny Jones, let me see, should be at the bottom. Where you at, Johnny Jones? Oh, I got him. Right here. Johnny Jones Elite Camp. This is the first time he's done it. Johnny Jones, TSU head coach. He's going to have an elite camp. It's here. It's filling up fast. You better reserve your spot. It's on August the 23rd of this year. And what else we got? Registration started at 10:30, and the camp started at 3 p.m. It's at the Texas Southern Recreational Center. You're going to have high energy, high competition, high expectations, y'all. When you go to these colleges and have a chance to play on a college campus in front of college coaches, all of these coaches' parents know each other around the country. Well, you didn't get no look my AAT. Guess what? This time, it's going to be 5 college coaches, Division I colleges, looking at you. Because they're going to be TSU coaches. So, and they know everybody in the whole place. If they can't play for him, you can't play for them, they'll recommend you somewhere else. That's when you go to that's why you go to these elite camps. He said, back in the day, Jimmy the Greek said, we'll all be, you know what I'm talking about. But are y'all following me? All you guys, TSU. I told y'all what happened at the camp, at the team camp at U of H. U of H assistant coach saw this kid. 2 years later, U of H assistant coach get a head coach job. He remember the kids he saw 2 years ago at the camp. And guess what? That was his first signee. I'm telling y'all how this stuff works. Get in there. Get Johnny Jones and been at LSU, Nevada, all over the world coaching. Memphis, all over the world coaching. And you get a chance to be in front of him and impress him. You better get to that camp. Let me see what I got for you. Y'all better write this stuff down. I'll go to TSU. They got a link. Let me see. Can I put this link on? Let me see. Can I put this link on on the feed. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put it on the feed right now. Put it on the feed. Okay. I got it over there. Then I'm gonna put it on the YouTube feed so y'all just have it. But when we got to start taking advantage of stuff. Well, he didn't. They hating on me. They hating on me now. Can't nobody never say you. Hey, you ain't gonna never be able to say. Ain't no college coach ever seen me play. Go to this camp. You need more information? Email me at chopshophtx@gmail.com. But the link should be coming up on the screen very soon. Look at that. I put it on the screen very soon. Somebody said back in the day, okay, Jimmy the Greek. Yeah, yeah. But Jimmy the Greek didn't run nothing. He was just a guy. I'm talking about the people, the powers that be in the NFL. This how they think. This how the owners and their guys think about our players. And we around here worried about whether John Gruden in the email, they talking to each other. They talking about players and people right now. He talking about everybody. He talking about Jesus. And also else, I got something else for you. Got something else for you. Got something else. Hold on. I ain't done. I got something for y'all. I got to look it up. I got something else for y'all. Where is, boy, I got something for the girls. Y'all know I ain't gonna leave my girls out, man. Y'all know I'm not leaving my girls out. Screenshot this. All the girl basketball players. 2025 to 27 is an individual showcase. Ain't no team. You coming in there showing college coaches would be in the building. Let me tell you something. For you 25s, right? Be ready to commit. If you ain't got nowhere to go, you better. You ain't got nowhere to go. But if you good enough, you be ready to commit because they ain't playing around. Which they offering on the spot. $70. Go to the QR code and Saturday, August the 23rd. So August the 23rd over at Arc Gym, the girls gonna be vying for them spots to get to play college basketball. And over in Third Ward at TSU, the men gonna be young fellas gonna be vying for their chance to play football. Excuse me, chance to play basketball in college. So that y'all, this what our people they doing this for y'all. When people do stuff like this, I gotta share it with y'all because I know some girls go, well, my AAU coach didn't do this. Well, it's gonna be a coach that is. Don't depend on your AAU. Hold up, what they said, bet on yourself. August the 23rd on that Saturday. Y'all better be in there. Y'all better be the first ones in there. Okay? All right, y'all better hurry up because it's gonna close. Y'all better get that QR code and go and register. All right? Y'all got that? And then, y'all ladies and men, I told y'all about this young lady. I'm gonna tell you about it again. They told me they called her the Michael Jordan of this industry, of the health and beauty industry. Her name is Carla Gigliardo. She's at Elite Doc Health and Beauty. Let me tell you something. They've been raving about her. People have been calling me saying, Robert, wow. Y'all, it's so many services that she offer. I can't say it. I'll be all day. Just give her a call at that number. That's why I gave you the number because I wanted y'all to have this number. She's a FNP, aesthetic injector at Elite Doc. She in beauty. She's on Sweetwater Boulevard out there. When you come in, you get your wine. You get free wine all day as long as you're there. If you want to sit and talk and hang out. What else she got? Let me go back to the bottom. Let me tell you what they offer. They have derma fillers. I don't know what that is, but they had it on here. But they got hair restoration with PRP or a regenerative therapy to stimulate hair growth. They got laser hair removal, back, chest, shoulders, and neck, and face. And they say she's the best in this business. She got this treatment called Cabela. It's a fat dissolver for double chin or jawline contours. It destroys fat cells. You got weight loss injectables. What it says, semaglutide and zerzepatide. It's called a super slim shot. What else they got? The IV therapy for energy. immunity, anti-aging, support skin brightening, and vitamin B12 shots. Quick in and out procedures. You got to call her. Just call and just say, Robert Hatter told me to call you. You got acne problems. If you got the acne scar, you got skin resurfacing, blue light therapy. She got laser resurfacing treatments, chemical peels, skin texture, tones, pores, acne scars, uneven skin tone, whatever you got. Just say, look, this the problem I have. Can you help me? And Robert Hatter from the Chop Shop sent me. Call her, Carla Gigliardo. She gonna take care of you. She gonna treat you like a king and the queen you are when you go over there. Okay? We out? You got it? Okay. Now let's get back. I never forgot Johnny Jones broke bread with Eric Harrison during the Final Four. What a great man. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yes, Lord. My great nephew is a Tiger also, is named Chase Sanders. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where else I was at? Chop Shop. I want to share the news. My former player, Zoe Moody, who involved in that tragic accident 3 years ago, and after numerous surgery, she is just learning to walk again and has enrolled into Prairie View. Oh my God. Thank you, Chuck. I remember you shared that news, and she's up and walk. Her parents continue to pray for the parents and yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey man, let me tell you something. You'd have made my day. Y'all have made my day. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm smiling. And even the comments that people put. Y'all got to understand. When I'm on here, I'm talking about the comment. I ain't talking about the person. But don't sit up there. "Hey, here's my brick." Y'all got the guy. I keep telling you, you don't have to say nothing right now. Sit back. Sit back and just bring your whole self, authentic self. But let me keep going. Shout out to Paul Miranda, uh, one of our listeners. Guess what? He's on Jaws Bridge at Martha's Vineyards, and I guess that's his wife taking it. He was up on Jaws Bridge. That's where they filmed Jaws at. Ain't nowhere in the world I'd be jumping off that bridge. But shout out to Paul Miranda. I hope boy, it ain't too many of y'all that look like us out there, Paul. Boy, y'all, you better hold up. Look at it. But he in Boston, y'all. He's in the Boston area, and he's from that area anyway. So shout out to Paul, man. Shout out to Paul Moran. I like that. I like that. But yeah, Zoe, we got you, baby. We got you. Zoe Moody, y'all put in your prayers. That's what we do on this show. That's what we do on this show. And guess what? If you put a comment on the screen, I'm gonna challenge it. You don't have to put one on the screen. Don't get mad at me when I challenge it. I don't mind y'all challenging me. So if you get mad, you go somewhere else. You ain't gonna call this show, ain't no harm on this show. This is a safe space. But let me keep going back. Let me keep going. I was just thinking about something. This young man again. You know I was thinking about it. Shador Sanders. Uh, y'all, he led all the program because I went back and watched him because I don't watch him early in the morning before I come on the show. Somebody said, why? Because I don't need to watch him. Already got what I'm gonna say. I don't need to know what they saying. They need to be trying to find out what I'm saying. That's how I feel. But I go back because he's supposed to be the best in the business. I go back and listen every show. Shador Sanders, 5th-round pick, was leading programming. He was the leading program. Leading. fifth round pick. If y'all hear me, a fifth round pick. Everybody talking about, they didn't give him a chance, right? They didn't give him no first round rep. He led ESPN, all their programming. He led it, all of them, yesterday morning. Everyone. Could somebody explain that phenomenon to me? And we worried about whether he got picked? Well, we got a fan suing somebody because if we want to die on that sword. He leading. Do y'all know what that's doing for his cachet and his brand? He winning. And you all want to whine. Rep Jeremiah, he's winning, but we just a whiny ass people. This guy, he winning. Guess what? Almost 3 million people were watching a meaningless football game this weekend. Guess what? We're going to figure out how to watch this weekend too. They play against the Eagles. We got to figure it out. He said not to get off subject, but I would like to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. No, happy birthday. That's a subject. Happy birthday, Travis Lynch. I don't play that. No. Happy birthday to you. That's the one I play. That's the one we play. They said he was mentioned in Chicago local sports news by Ryan Baker. Well, come on. It's just, I'm just, this kid, man. But y'all got to remember now, last week some people was telling me, this is before what happened this weekend, Coach, I've been talking about it for, since what I looked at, since 2020, 5 years, I was talking about it, when nobody else talked about it. He went to Jackson State, right? Rev Jeremiah, he went to Jackson State. People talking about, he couldn't be too good. He playing at Jackson State. Doug Williams played at Grambling. Steve McNair played at Alcorn State. What the hell are you talking about, sir? So I get back. I just think about this little boy. The little boy balled out so bad. The young man balled out so bad. Man, did Sean Watson drop the video the next day? That Achilles looked to be healed. To me, when you can run, there's no way he ain't going to be trying to get back on that roster this year, man. Y'all got to understand, all of this is going on. Very interesting. They shut Kenny Pickett down. Kenny Pickett ain't going to play in the next game. Man, I'm trying. Who watched the show yesterday when I told y'all about that corny depth chart? I told y'all. So it got another depth chart out today, right? Flacco number 1, Kenny Pickett number 2, Dylan Gabriel number 3, Shadur Sanders still number 4. I told y'all, don't get mad about it. Chill. It's all right. Then I was thinking about something. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Hold on. Let me see, can I find it, man? Do y'all remember this?
Not smart. Just not smart. And it's something that we've addressed with him. He understands the implications. He understands the consequences. And I think the thing is, it's not just about yourself, right? It's not just about, having a joyride. It's not just about, driving a car really fast, but it's about the fact that
Let me set that up. That's Andrew Berry, in case y'all didn't know. It's one of the few black GMs in the NFL, and he happened to went to Yale, smart kid, happened to be with the Cleveland Browns. Bless his little heart. He was talking about Shador the other day when Shador got caught going 100 miles an hour. So he talking about Shakur. Watch
endanger
this.
other people. It's about the fact that if a deer or someone, cuts out in front of you, like your reaction time, it's just dangerous. And it's not something that we want our guys to be doing. It's not something that they should be doing. And the number one reason is because we don't want some type of catastrophic accident. Like, right, we saw that, 2 years ago in, what was it, Dallas or Houston with a player.
In other words,
in that incident.
he says not smart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when it was Shador, I saw this everywhere. And it might be happening right now. But it happened to Myles Garrett the other day. And if I was somebody sent me and told me this Shador watching Myles Garrett was walking to traffic court.
Hey y'all, it's Shakari, and more than anything, definitely a lot of stuff.
I didn't mean that. We're going to get to her. I didn't mean that. We're going to get to her. We're going to get it. But here we go. That's Shador. Look it. Because guess what happened? Ladies, y'all, yes. Watch it. Hold on. Let me get to my notes. Brown Star. And I ain't laughing at it. I'm just sitting right here. Brown Star Myles Garrett, their number one dude, was cited at 2 a.m. Like when they got in the other morning, when they got in from playing the Panthers the other night. Got clock going 100 miles an hour at 2 a.m. in the morning in a 60 zone after the team landed, right? The team is aware of the situation. Yo, but old Myles, I ain't putting your business out here, but Myles, I got to have context because they got on my boy Shador. And I know you are the most expensive thing on their team. You're the highest paid player on their team. And brother, I'm gonna look out for you, but brother, I'm just using this as information. You was in a car accident back in 2022 when you crashed your Porsche and it flipped a couple of times. You had somebody in the car with you. Myles Garrett has been ticketed since being drafted in Cleveland, going 120 miles an hour in a 70, 99 miles an hour in a 70, 91 miles an hour in a 60, 100 miles an hour in April in a 60, 60 miles an hour in a 45, that's when they had the rollover crash, 100 miles an hour other day. He's received 8 speeding tickets since being drafted. Son, I'm not putting your business out here, but I'm just watching how the media, and they had to have a press conference and talk about Shador. And Shador was wrong. Don't be going on 100 miles an hour, man. He did it twice, Shador. But I was just thinking about something. Maybe the Browns ownership should build a speedway somewhere so their players have a safe place to flow it and get that adrenaline. Man, when you drive, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I just don't like to drive fast. But when you driving in these cars up, man, when you in these fast cars, somebody was asking me, man, how fast you drove this? Man, I ain't drove it probably past 80 in a 70. That's it. I ain't going that fast. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. If I don't want nothing to come out there, I can't do it. But I had to share that with y'all. Because it kind of got to me a little bit, and how they did Shador. Because I'm watching the media. I'm always being in this space right here. It gives me an opportunity to get closer and watch how the media can see. I keep telling y'all, media shapes our culture. I'll give you an example. Let's say my grandson. Let's use him. If all I give him is rap magazines to watch, rap videos to watch on his iPad, all I'm doing is rapping to him, it's gonna be a great rap, gonna have a great influence over him. So media, print, book, whatever, visual, it shapes our culture. That's why somebody would say, man, you're too positive. I say, yes, because we're shaping cultures. Y'all just think y'all on this show. It's other people watching this show. For good, some people watching this show like this. What he gonna say next? I know it. I can feel your spirit. But keep watching. But media shapes our culture. So we got whatever we consume. And this media have painted a narrative of Shador. And I'll show y'all a little bit that later. But I watched the practice the other day. And I take my hat off to coaches. Whatever you coaching in, whatever you taking out your time for our kids. I've always respected coaches. And I keep telling parents, don't talk negative about coaches around your kids. Please don't. I know y'all do, but don't do it. Travis Lynch said, from my experience in driving that are proclaiming to be fast, as a young man, I had to see how fast a car would go. But my dad was a drag car. To each his own. But if you kill somebody, you're going to jail. And if you keep on having these tickets, they're going to take your license. I was watching. I got the utmost respect for all coaches, high school, college coaches, because I see what they go through. Coach Prime, he said, man, we got to have a good practice today. I don't want to play because I don't want some of their, I don't want to use their content. But he said, coaches, all my position coaches, send me your baddest dude. Send me your main guy. Because I need to talk to them. Because people going to follow the main guy. Coaches, send me your main guys. Send me your main guy. Wide receiver, send me your main guy. Everybody send me your main guy. I like that. I like that, coach. I like that. Then the guys they pick is quarterback, Caden Salter, Jordan Seaton from offensive line, Dallin Hayden, running back, Draylon Miller from Silsbee, the wide receiver, tight end, Savell Smalls, edge rusher, Arden Walker, defensive line, Amari O'Neal, linebacker, Reggie Hughes, defensive back, DJ McKinney, the kicker, Alejandro Mata. The coaches sent their dudes out. I said, Coach, I like that. I like that. But ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to a college coach this morning, man. Let me see, can I find it? You know what? I hope. You know what? When I talk to some people, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I like to talk to them sometime on the phone Because I have my notepad out. I have my notepad out. Cause I asked him a question. And maybe I talked to a few of y'all. I was just talking to him about the transition. Student, any teachers on here? I got any educators on here? Freight, if you still there, anybody in the classroom right now? Anybody? I need an educator. I need an educator. Somebody let me know. I need an educator, a former educator. I need somebody because I'm doing some research and I might need some help. Educators, give me Kevin Freighton. Get back on the show. Let me text him. Wait a minute. So you mean no educator? Oh, they working y'all hard. It's the first day of school. Y'all working too hard today? Y'all tell me. Or y'all just can't say nothing? Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all talk to me now. Because I got a question. I got a question. I'm trying to see something I can play for y'all right now. I'm going to play this because I saw some stuff. I forgot to play this for y'all yesterday. Watch this.
What's up? 9. What part of the rules? What part of no female guests in the room did you not understand? You know?
I'm gonna get back to play that one because we got to talk about that. Dude got fired and cut right there for having a girl in his room. Coach didn't even play with him. You cut. But Brandon. My question to y'all is, where's that? Where? I got it somewhere. Oh, my question to y'all is, what is the transition that you see? What is the biggest thing that you see that need to be addressed when your kid your student athlete leaves summer basketball and the adjustment of getting back to school basketball and being in the classroom than having a summer? You had those 8 hours to do, whatever you want to. Give me some things that you have to, weed out some of the, do they bring some of those habits to school? The relaxed atmosphere, what, and let me know if you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm a high school. I've been used to doing this all summer. Now I got to go back to my activity period. I got to go do this. And not all, and it ain't got to be negative. It can be some positive things. What can what you mean by being organized? See, we can't, what you mean by being organized? So you got to be, I know in school you got to be more organized. Give me something better than that, Thaddeus Moody. Give me something. Freeman, your educators. Have y'all ever had a kid? He had played summer ball, a woman or man, a girl or boy. But then when they come back to school, you got to kind of wean them, indoctrinate them, and wait a minute now, slow down. This ain't summer. You ain't in the summer no more. I guess. I hope y'all. What you mean organized with time management? What you mean? Who's saying they're not organized in the summer? Dad? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. That's why I said I'm gonna. Eric Harrison, thank you, man. He said, I never thought of this. But it need to be. Their mindset is different in the summer. Their mindset is, I got to get mine in the summer. High school is different. I'm trying to win the championship. I'm trying to win this. Summer basketball, y'all said y'all was trying to win. I can tell y'all wasn't trying to win. Brandon said, see there? See, I knew I was hitting on something. Freightman just don't, he didn't get the assignment, but that's all right. It's extremely helpful to have it starting at home. Oh, this man is a man after my own heart. He said, it's extremely, watch this. It's extremely helpful to have it start in the home. Parents, pull your kids back into a set schedule 2 to 3 weeks before school starts. Set the routine. Oh my God! Thank you, Brandon. This is why I love this show. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon is all the way in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He's not in Houston. So this is not a local show. I keep trying to tell y'all local. This is not a local show. I had to go all the way to Houston. To Wisconsin to get an answer that I wanted to get. Time management is the most important when school starts, between workouts, practice, and school. Okay. But what do you tell? How does the parent groom them? I'm a parent. I don't know no better. Y'all, I don't know what to tell. Workout. I don't know what to do. How do I structure it? Kevin Lewis, thank you. Weight room, study hall, more practice in high school. But how do I get him prepared, Kevin Lewis? I know what's going on. Especially if they're playing on travel teams, they're not connected to the school team. Yeah. Talk to me, Trey Phillips. So proper sleep time. No more staying up all night. Hold on. You take a picture of that. Y'all know I'm doing something to help our kids, right? Brandon said, manage. Brandon Weefall. Them Brandon's getting it in. Okay, all right. Okay, Freight, by the time you said something. Taking a picture of the feed, y'all, when I'm doing it. Huh. Is it a hard transition? Is it a hard? Because y'all saying stuff, is it easy? Is it easy? Parents, how can you help the high school coach with this transition? Can I share with y'all something, man? Golly. Somebody said, you got to now adjust to winning. Because the goal in high school is to win the district and then go to the state. They didn't have that adjustment. What was they trying to win? in summer. Peace Jam. Yeah, basketball parties, I'm talking about the mindset. The mindset that can help them have a better high school situation. How do we help them have a better high school situation? I ain't saying go to the NBA. I ain't saying no college scholarship. But be a better teammate, be a better student, be a better this. Y'all, he said it's good. Got to reset the team concept instead of yes. I got some stuff, but I just want to hear from y'all. Cause I got to speak to. I got to talk about this, y'all. This is. I got to have this inside of me. It's very important. Our people are looking for us to do this, man. We perish from lack of knowledge and lack of vision. He said it's not hard transition for all of the parents that understand the big picture. Oh, my goodness. From there, you have to collectively bring other parents in to agree on the one shared common goal. Quiet as is kept. Whew, I like when somebody quiet as it kept. Parents actually run our ruined basketball program. Oh my God. But at Brandon, Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is the same Brandon Morris right here, y'all. Great man. Great man. I always tell y'all, he helped me. It wasn't just me. He helped me with my youngin'. Brandon, I'm forever in your debt. But thank you. Let me take a picture of this. That is Moody. But y'all, I'm gonna be counting on y'all to give me some more of this. I like this. Y'all give me, and I was gonna give y'all some more, but guess what? You got to tune in tomorrow because Jimmy coming in. I'm gonna give you the rest tomorrow. All right? Y'all got me? I got some more for y'all. Because I had a hell of a conversation, boy, this morning. Oh my God. Hey, I had a conversation so good this morning with a Power 5 basketball coach. He told me, how are you getting quiet on me over there? I said, dude, I'm writing it down, man, because I can't remember all this stuff. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not Jay-Z. I can't remember everything, y'all. I ain't Jay-Z. I take notes whenever I'm talking to people and they say something great. Because y'all, I get in that car, somebody called me, my grandson called me. I done forgot everything that me and you to say. I'm just telling you, because I'm focused on him. But what's up, Jimmy? It's just some things that I got going on, man. And I just enlisted this boom boom room. Y'all just the chat. Hey Jimmy, that's what the streamers call them. The chat, y'all off the chain today, chat. So Jimmy, what you want to talk to the chat about? Because the chat ready, man. The chat know they can't bring brick to this. Jimmy, I done told the chat today, don't come in the Chop Shop like this with your hand cropped. What these Negroes gonna say? Bring something to the table. Contribute something to the table. Bring a brick. And Jimmy, I said bring a brick, and guess what? And make sure your bricks don't have no straw. I mean, have straw in it. Because if it ain't got straw in it, it's gonna crumble. So bring it. Okay, here go Rod Wills. Rod Wills here. So what's up, Jimmy? What you got, man?
Rod Wills. Hey, was Rod Wills? Did the Dodgers win last night?
Hey, man, don't come on here and talk about them, man. They need the Dodgers alone.
I don't know. But I know the Astros won. I'm just trying to make sure the winners win.
Astros got to be the luck. Man, I can't stand them luck-ass dudes, man. But we don't want to go there. Look at them. They wasn't supposed to win that game last night.
What? They was up 7-2. What you mean?
They supposed to lose that game. Just supposed to come. Jim.
Wasn't supposed to lose that game. That's what you mean. Wasn't supposed to lose that game.
They weren't supposed to win. Not against Bregman, them. I like Bregman. They get rid of my two dudes, Bregman and Carrera. Man, that's why I don't like them. I don't like them.
Carrera back.
No.
Carrera.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Not Carrera. It's another one.
Verlander with his garbage. You want Verlander? You still
I
like
love him. I love him.
No.
I love him.
You love what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
But you love his other closet. You don't love his closet. You love his other closet.
Yeah.
Now,
but
we got to finish the conversation. Let's dive right in. Read it. Let's read it from yesterday. Continue this Vonzell Thomas.
Yeah, I want to talk about Vonzell.
In case you guys didn't know, Vonzell Thomas, he founded the Southern Assault basketball program, which has been funded by Adidas for the last few years. He's a cool cat, and he's been there, done that. You know, that's t-shirt material. Cool cat, been there, done that. And so Vonzell, I guess everybody has different ways they vent every now and then. He's not a poster, a daily poster on social media. But I think, and I can feel through those words that Vonzell probably had reached a point where he just said, you know what, let me get something off my chest, which many of us do from time to time. And what did it say, Howard? What did he say?
He said the select basketball world is so messed up now. Select basketball is, travel basketball, the top families pimping kids out for money, and desperate organizations are paying it. He said, hell no, I never will. Not even a 5-star. They want to be paid for you to give them the platform to reach their goals. Then get to college and receive a large NIL only to not donate back to a charitable donation. If people understood that, that's a good tax situation for the kid. To the organization that covered all of their expenses for multiple years and put them in the position where they're in. But word is, this is what he said, word is, the organizations are using my son. He said, make it make sense. Who using who? Who's zooming who? I like that. When the parents running around looking for everything free. I love that post, man. I don't know why. I just like that post.
Now, I want to add something. Since yesterday, Vonzell went and he watched the show.
Oh, he did?
There's a lot of people that don't watch it. Different people work and they can't watch it live. Yeah. People call people, hey, and Vonzell text this morning. He says, just watch the show. I wish I would have added. Now, I didn't even ask him to say this. I'm going on with him. I'm thinking that he wants this to be said.
Okay.
Right? Because you didn't say, don't say this. You know, right. But because we're talking about this topic.
Right.
Well, I mean, don't say this. That's all people got to say. And I'm keeping it in my pocket. Mm-hmm. He says he wants to, I guess he's elaborating into what you just read.
Okay.
Now it makes even more sense.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Watch this. Covering all players' expenses for years.
Mm-hmm.
Then an agent slide in at the end and get paid the consultant fee from the university the kid chooses. And so remember yesterday how I said I got possible solutions. And it was funny because this was part of my twofold. I had two different possible solutions. One, and this was part of a solution that I have for you guys. But it has to be full transparency for it to have a chance to work. And one was, I'll get into the one yesterday. I'll get in that later on. But let's get right into this one because this is on cue. And that is, I get it. Many of these grassroots basketball programs, the college coaches are calling them first. Many of them have had pros before or college prospects, for whereas they were involved in the process of maybe that particular guy from yesteryear. So that means they've been in the room before in the process of negotiation. Don't some of you guys get not so naive that you think that although the stakes may be higher now for across the board, but don't dare think that players were not getting paid before you heard of the acronym NIL. Deals have been made for decades in regard to prospects for colleges to play as a student athlete. Let's not play that game right there. So guys that have been in that room, they had to negotiate before. They've been there before, so that means they're experienced. So my thing is, certain programs, if that's what you want to do, and that's what you're going to be, that's what's going to swell you up, or you feeling some kind of way about, starting September the 1st, you got a whole 2 weeks to think of a game plan and say, look, we're going to have and interview some guys that's been in the business or whatever, implement you one option A or option B of some of the NIL persons to basically be your referral with. And there's nothing wrong that people do it all the time. So it's no different than how if you're an agent, they're gonna have 2 or 3 different options that may be the accountants that a prospect may deal with. You're gonna refer them. They can do whatever they want to go with. But back to the grassroots programs. If you have option A, option B, then those people know if they're getting 10%, then they're going to chunk you a percent of that percent. That means now now it's known that it all is going to be reciprocated, and you're going to trust in this person, and everything is not going to work. But at least you have a system in place. If you come into play for this program, then you're going to probably use A or B. I remember back in the days, Wallace Prather with the Atlanta Celtics, rest in peace. His son, they had it in house, and many of those guys, that's what one or two of those players that played in the NBA kind of distanced themselves from Wallace Prather when they got older because they didn't want to go that route. But if you came and played in that program, you probably used his son was the first layer or the first line, and that's just how it went. And so this is one of my suggestions. Again, grassroots programs. If you want to be included in the NIL process, simply put that let that be known when people come through the door. If you come play over here, I'm paying for everything. At least you got to give you got to go with a guy A or guy B. He's experienced. Because at that point, how do you know you want guy number C and you're still in the 10th, 11th grade? How the hell you know which guy you want already? Unless there's a relative, then y'all have to have a different type of conversation. But that's what I'm saying. This is one of my solutions. Okay, let it be known. And then guess what? A parent has the choice. Well, we don't want to play with them because we've had to go with that guy. And I don't really like that guy because, his older brother played and he didn't like him. Something happened. Oh, you know what? I'm open to it. And this, I think, can help solve some of the stuff that's going on. I get it, man. You water the grass. You water the grass. You plant the seeds, water the grass, mow the grass, till the soil, and all of a sudden somebody else come pick up your plant and go on off with it. And they eating your tomato. I get it on that part. And then you still ain't giving nothing back because then they're gonna let it be known, hey man, you don't mess with him. He tried to get this off for you, try to get this off of you. Guys, let me tell y'all something. In grassroots basketball, it ain't just start. Coaches have been working deals behind the doors off the heads or the backs of your kids. That's why a lot of them That's why so many of them, it's the honor among thieves. So many of them can't give the other one up because they know that they dirty. And it's like that across around the board. Not saying everybody's like that, no. But most people have worked deals. And sometimes it's been in good faith because they're just was trying to spare you the time to go through all this. And then some people don't want everybody need to be in every room. But best believe the coaches that don't get the kid, they are more prone to tell it all. That's how a lot of people find out, a lot of these parents and kids find out from that coach who came in second place in that recruiting race. Oh, well, you know, this guy asked me, he tried to shake us down. He wanted to get this much. What? He wanted to get that? No, he wouldn't do that to us. It's like family. Man, I'm telling you, look at these text messages. And then next thing you know, now relationships are tarnished for life between people. So that's one of the solutions. I think more people, if that's what you want to do, throw it up in there, let these parents, guess what? Where are they going to go? Go across the street. Somebody going to just do the same, going to do them and work the deal behind the doors on them. But at some point in time, Ella, even with the sneaker game, back in the days with Nike, if you were one of the top players, then it was easy access. That means Wesley Walker got first dibs on a lot of those kids in certain situations. Not all of them, can't get them all. But he got dibs. He got access. That means that somebody had to okay and agree to let this parent or these parents meet with him. And my point is just guys, if some people, many parents, they'll come in there like, oh, we don't want nothing, and then you got a whole different agenda. If more transparency, and you don't have to come out there and just open your books up to every parent. No, what I'm saying is, let them know. If y'all on the same page when you're at ground zero, that's the best time. Everybody likes to be on board, and then y'all communicate properly. And then that means now people aren't likely to penetrate that circle in regards to that. The other thing that I was saying earlier, another option was I remember you mentioned I tapped on was like if 2 or 3 guys in that grassroots scene, program directors, got on the phone from different cities and say, man, look, bring 3 or 4 of your allies to the table, 3 or 4, and try to get 3 or 4 of my allies to the table from my city or from my part of, and let's meet up and let's have a powwow. And in that, you make an agreement probably, and those agreements can be, whatever you want it to be in regard to, look, man, we're not going to pay no kids. At least let's try it. Try not to pay no kids for a year. And let's see what happens. Because the law of averages is if all of y'all are the sneaker guys and y'all made that agreement, now the integrity of it has to follow through. But if nobody paid, then what are they going to do? They all ain't going to go out of town and play. Somebody going to recruit them and play for another state? Yes, but then you got the adjoining state rule. It's going to be a lot of hurdles. Guess what? But at the end of the day, if that could happen, there have been meetings held before, but then in past somebody didn't follow through, or somebody let their personal get in the way of the business plan. Because you didn't like this guy, you're still holding a grudge because he did something to you or took one of your kids 2 years ago, and you came into the meeting understanding. Do y'all think that all in corporate meetings and UN meetings that everybody in that room likes each other?
No, sir.
No. So I'm trying to figure, why is it so personal? And people why are people's eyes so clogged up in grassroots basketball where they can't put the business first? Understand? And why?
Because they're not business people.
Oh, that's a bell ringer. Hold on, I got me one over here. You gotta understand, people
People go to school for business, and people understand business. Everybody ain't no businessman just cause you you over a summer basketball team don't mean you're a businessman, Jim. I'm
But
just
the
telling you.
program director
Guess because
is
you're a
supposed to
program
be
director.
you
Don't,
supposed that's a small business.
don't mean you a businessman. That don't mean you're good. Cause you gotta understand, some businessmen are better than other business. Some people just can't get right, man. Some people don't understand, like you said, it's principles. Some people don't have principles. It's principles of business. If you do this, we can do this. If we can do this, if we're gonna let's sign a contract. You done been a part of some powwows. Powwows don't work. Because everybody come out of that powwow talking about each other. Yeah, we had one years ago at the name of that little place over there in Washington. Shit, hey, people got more Jimmy. In that powwow, people got more divided than they did together. Go back and think about that powwow. The people was in that meeting.
From day one, I tried to warn.
No, but it ain't about who warned nobody. It's just
I say that's gonna be the disclaimer. You got to be able.
Everybody can't be in the room, Jimmy. That's the problem. You had too many people in the room. Just didn't want. We had too many Negro naysayers in the room. So it just what has to happen is it's got to be. You remember? I tell people this about politics. There's no permanent friends. There's no permanent enemies. It's only permanent interest. Everybody in the room got to have the same interest. They got to have. You ain't got to be my friend. You ain't got to be. You can be my enemy. That's how Congress work up there, Jimmy. Jimmy, they be on that telling y'all I'm Democrat and but when they up there, you'll see them out at dinner with each other, Jimmy, at Ben's chili bowl with each other. but guess what? Cause they what? They got the same interests. What you have to do is find out that who got your same interests. Because everybody coming to a powwow, man, them powwows, it don't. And somebody said too many chefs in the kitchen. Yeah. Because every time you do that, somebody gonna come out there and talk about, well, who's the boss? Who gonna handle it? Man, let's get the money first when you're talking about somebody talking about I'm talking today. No, I'm just telling, hey, Terry, I've experienced this, man. Yeah, and I tell people all the time, if y'all ever wonder why they have a CEO, chief executive officer, they got a CEO. Have you ever in business, you ever know? Somebody got to make the final decisions. Because if I go to the committee and I go to everybody on the committee, hey, they got to do this, they got to do this, we got to do this. Too many people. Hold up. It's got to be one person that make the final decision. But everybody y'all, you can't run a business and everybody got a voice. You can have a voice, but it's got to be one final voice. It's got to be one. I'm watching gangster, studying gangster movies. I never forget Charlie Luciano, Lucky Luciano, and Maya Lansky. They in the restaurant. Both of them, a Jewish dude and an Italian dude. They rose to the top of the mafia market. But guess, Jimmy, Jews and Italians they didn't like each other, Jimmy. But these two guys had what? Interest, permanent interest. Jimmy, they sitting in the restaurant. Myers said, "Come here." Told the little boy, "Do me a favor, go outside, and I want you to tell this man. I want you to go out." No. They told the little boy. Benny Siegel said, "I'm gonna give you this note. I want you to give it to an important man sitting in that room." The little boy walked in the room with the note, Jimmy. He looked at Maya. He looked at Charlie Luciano. He gave the note to Charlie. Right then, Maya said, "You in." He said, "To me and you, we're equals. But the people, you the man." So, but people don't understand. That's why that business empire, because what? They understood who what's the and that's the problem, Jimmy, in this thing. Business has got to have hierarchy in the business chain. And that's why I said a lot of these people are not businessmen. Jimmy, did you mute yourself?
So,
Okay.
and again, and saying most of the people within the grassroots sector that we're talking about, remember, you mentioned earlier, we identified and compared these kids. It's the talent. It's commodity. It's like commodity.
Yes, commodity.
Our black people, because these are mostly we're talking about. So let's erase that and wave that smoke out the way, so it don't seem like it's no innuendos like who we really talking about. So that means most of those coaches of those talent that are in these situations are our people of color,
black people.
And when you think back, many of the white people that had equal or greater power within that same space, just think about Texas. In the past 10 years, 10 to 15, let's go back to 2010. People that had equal or greater than power, they all had an advancement, an economic advancement as a result of our black talent, our commodities. Whether it be Steve Trauber, he had Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow had his own room in the house. That's like that's de facto like his. He was the Mr. Drummond on whatever that TV show was when we was little boys growing up. What would they call it? What they call it with the character name Mr. Drummond? What's the game? The little short guy.
Different.
Different stroke.
Yeah.
He was the Mr. Drummond in a sense to Justice Winslow. Right? You had the team, the Texas Titans. They flew on pride. They flew on PJs to almost every tournament. When they didn't fly, the ones they drove to, what did they ride on, Haller, when they drove to? People that didn't know this. What did they ride on?
That big old luxury. They got big two. I think they got two of them.
What was on the outside of it?
They had their name on the outside of it.
No.
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboy actual buses that they ride in to go to practice and whatnot.
But Jimmy, they had a Titan bus. Now, Titan bus meet them in the cities. In every city, that bus had Titans on. But I don't know about the truck. But I remember they had But the Dallas Cowboy family were cool with this guy.
Most of these people have day jobs. Don't get it twisted. They had day jobs, so they came up in. I'm just saying they had an advancement in power.
Yes.
As a result of their relationship and their involvement, albeit brief, they come, hit a lick, and they gone.
Absolutely.
Martin Fox had an advancement in power. If Martin Fox don't get in the just grassroots sector, he ain't selling them tickets.
Come on now.
I'm just naming a couple. I can go on and on.
Don't forget about Bruce Pearl.
I'm talking about in the grassroots sector.
I had to throw that in there, but keep going.
So why is it? Don't get it twisted. It's not saying a lot of the black guys haven't had an advancement.
Whoa. You didn't mention Hal Pastner?
Hal Pastner had an advancement in power. This as a result, his son was able to go to college for free, eventually become a coach, and there's still a coach 20-something years later. A head coach. Not just a head coach. Understand, most of these guys, they coming and they hitting. Why is it so that black folk, we're stuck somewhere and you're not totally advancing the economic frame?
I'm gonna give you one. And I saw this up close. Y'all take it too personal. Y'all get mad and fall out. I knew for a fact that Trouble and Hal didn't get along. My son was on the team. Houston Hoops team. But in public, on the bench, both of them had a Houston Hoops thing on their chest and sit right like that, like they lockstep. And our problem is, if we had the situations that, man, I don't care if he die. Those two guys there are what? Businessmen. Well, I tried to tell you earlier. Everybody else just out here doing business. But those two guys are successful businessmen who came and ran a city, in most of the commodities are black, because they understood the principles of business and not personal. Man, I don't like that anymore. Think about it. Let's get, man, I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes today. Think about it, Jimmy. What if you and what's the boy, Glenn and Sloan, what if that union had been successful instead of a breakup? The whole landscape of summer basketball would be a lot different. It would be a lot different. We missed an opportunity, and people laughed at our opportunity, especially people up in Dallas, because I heard them laughing about it, and that city messed up. Let's capitalize. Let's sneak in here so we can, all the team, Houston team, y'all come up here, because they don't know business down there. You got to understand, y'all. Jimmy, we got 400 years of this. We got 400 years of our brains being, of our psyche. We forgot the memory. See, we forget what we was before we came on them ships. And the people who we were. Slavery wasn't the beginning of our civilization. Slavery wasn't the beginning of us, Jimmy. We were in positions of power. But after 400 years of messing us up, y'all don't understand it. Some of us just don't get it. You have to, somebody in the group should have had to be a businessman. Said, look, you don't have to like him. You ain't got to like him. But we got to get this done. You can be mad at him. Y'all can argue and fuss and fight right now. But when we walk out that door, what's up, y'all? Let's go. When we sit on that bench, yeah, what's up? Hey, hold up. You can walk back outside, man. F that dude. But, man, if we got the man. Think about it, Jimmy. A Jewish guy, an Italian guy. That's why I gave y'all that analogy. Inherently, centuries, they didn't like each other. But they said, Charlie Luciano and Maya Lansky said, for us, we got to be together. We got to be together. So it's a unique thing, but we see it now. So let's not let it happen again. That's all. We see it now. It's not we mess up sometimes. But we see it. We see it now. We control. Jimmy, you finna, when is the Ruck on the Wood? It's coming up when? What day? What?
Sunday.
This Sunday, right? This Sunday, do me a favor, come there and just look who in the gym. Everybody in there gonna be looking like this. Most people ain't gonna look like this. But by the time they get somewhere else, if they get good enough to get somewhere else, the circle get away, because people portray us as not being businessmen. Y'all talking to a dude that was in an industry that it wasn't. 30 years ago, Jimmy, wasn't a lot of people like me. Wasn't a lot of people like this. We was just, the good little old black guys. They just, they're on a covered jet. They were just the good little old black guys. But then we start taking players that they usually get. Now you're a threat. So that's, I mean, I hope this releases somebody. Because we can't, Jimmy, we got to be smarter. These people, all they doing is out businesses. Hold on. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it alone. Wise man told me one time, Robert, this basketball is summer basketball. It's a black man's game, but it's a white man's business.
That's Alan Branch.
Wow. Never forget it.
Alan Branch said that.
Yes. But it makes so much sense. I'll never forget it. Because I look in the gym and all of us black, we playing. But when it's time to go in the boardroom, I need somebody else. Oh, you got some dudes that know how to go in that boardroom and get that money. You got a dude, got Jerry Jones so scared he won't even talk to him. Jerry Jones so scared he don't want to talk to Michael Parsons. Because he know that dude gonna come, hey, the young fella gonna come and say, Jerry, this ain't personal. This business. You want to pay him? Or let's get a trade for him. I want to talk to Michael. I got that relationship with Michael. I don't care. But guess what? You can agree to tell Michael anything about money. You can agree on the money. But guess what? I got to structure the way the money is going to be distributed to my client in his advantage, not yours. That's why, Jimmy, he don't want to talk to David Mulugeta. Because he going to say, it ain't business. Jimmy, you can never. Jimmy, let me tell you something. Some of them owners and GM, Jimmy, they done cussed me out and hung up on my face, called me all kind of names. But guess what? I know they got to pick the phone back up if they want this dude. Because he ain't moving. Jimmy, I'll never forget this. I got to find, they had a newspaper with us like, we together like this, me, Kevin, and Carl, we together like holding a fence and got our client behind us like, you can't get to them. That's how you got to be, but it's business. Y'all, it wasn't personal. Just pay the dude. In summer basketball, because this is how it started, Jimmy. Let me tell you, because you asked me this. See, you don't understand. You opened this up a while back, Jimmy. You said, should these guys be? And I said, what? Man, I think the players should come back and help their summer team. Jimmy, if the summer team benefited them, I think they should come back. I think they should come back and give. You remember I said that. I said, I think that. But I said, no. The system, y'all, is made up for all of us to benefit, not just the player.
Yeah, but then something goes into that though. And that's remember I said the key word I kept saying I kept hammering earlier, the transparency. Not full transparency, but transparency. Meaning, if you're the grassroots program or director, right? That's the one we're talking. You're the top of the food chain.
Yeah. Okay.
Then, and if you know that that's what you really want to do, or you want to be involved, or you want to go to the official visits, or you want to sit in on the home visits, then let it be known, because eventually the parent may not know. This is their first rodeo. They may not know that's what you wanted. They think you're too busy doing other stuff. Well, so Jim, let it be known. Hey, look.
You know when y'all had a parent meeting, when you come to the parent meeting? And y'all shouldn't let them, yes, let it be known. Explain the climate. It's changed. I talked to the coach this morning. Y'all, college basketball has changed. Listen to me, y'all. College basketball is changed. And y'all quit sucking these guys off who got these big old budgets to pay these guys like they some hell of a coaches. I don't want to hear it. They got these big old budgets. They better win because they can buy the best players in college basketball. So don't be, he cold. They got the most money. I'm telling you. Hold up. One of the ones telling me is the one that got the most money. He said, man, I got the most money.
That's like, hey, this is all one big strip club. So if you go in the strip club, the guy who got all the chicks around his section that's the one that's doing what? They're the one that's throwing the most up in the air.
Absolutely. So when them kids come to your program, you got to say, look, it's changed. Say, it's a possibility that your son, listen to me, all we asking, we doing all this for you. I don't know how you talk to your parents, but we doing that. Can we come back? Jimmy, and I think about it, Jimmy. Now, one person came back and gave me a dime. All that money, that was my money. That wasn't no Nike money. I got the receipts, y'all, in my computer right now. Every year. Now, one person came back and said, here, man, here dinner. So
now, full disclosure did you, not individually, but do you remember planting that seed?
No, I didn't plant no, Jimmy.
I'm just trying to keep on proceed. I'm just trying to make sure.
Listen.
I'm trying to make sure. Because that's the common denominator.
I'm talking about reciprocity. If people do good stuff for me.
But everybody ain't raised like that.
I know. Duh.
So I'm saying, that's what I've learned.
Me.
No, but this is what that right there, what you just described, is what I remember. It falls back into the other part. If everybody ain't expecting it, let's get that out there first.
No, I ain't expecting nothing now, but y'all just making
everybody ain't expecting it.
I know.
But that everybody ain't expecting it. But for the ones who, if it's in your brain, in your mind, and you think consciously aware, then why play around? You get what in us. Now I'm not gonna say you get what you got coming to you, because it ain't fair for a lot of on either side of the fence. But if that's what you're consciously aware about, then why not have that conversation starting tomorrow with the parent?
But Jimmy, I didn't have Jimmy. That ain't what I did it for.
I get it. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying
but I'm just saying. But all I'm saying is, somebody valet your car, you give him a gratuity. Somebody just bring you some food that somebody else then went made for you. They didn't make it. You give them a gratuity. At the strip club, a girl come dance for you, you give her a gratuity. But the guy that helped you get this college scholarship, just because he didn't demand it, talk to you about it, you don't give him nothing? Well, then we got a people problem. We got a sorry-ass people problem. That's what we got out here. Because ain't no way in the world somebody had put me in those positions. And I'm not gonna come and reciprocate it to nobody. No, I learned that from Mattress Mac.
It's crazy, but that's the thing. It's crazy, but it's true. And that's the thing. So why? Now, like I said, I've heard stories from the parent side of the fence that then gave me. They say, well, and most of the common denominator of stories that I get from the parents, because I've asked this stuff. How do you know I have all across the board, trying to figure out what's the why we like. And most of the parents, their claim is, at some point they heard something or they learned some facts about that previous grassroots coach that kind of really hurt their heart. They learned that some under deals were going on or something, and that's the most common as to why the separation. And it's true.
I mean, Jimmy, everybody ain't gonna have no problems with your team. So all the programs dirty, everybody riding dirty. Again, we got a people problem then. Hold up. I ain't talking about just the other side.
I just put it like this. This is a good one. Check this answer out. Ask the question again. Is everybody what? Is everybody riding
dirty? Everybody riding dirty?
Here's my answer. Everybody damn sure ain't riding clean.
Okay, so guess what? back to what I said. We got a people problem.
That's why I say the transparency. So that means if you transparency come on in there, and I really believe.
But if somebody transparent, and I know you right, you just said ain't none of them clean. I know you ain't clean. I ain't gonna finna play for your team. So what team you gonna play for? Jimmy, that's what you now if they get together and say
that's why I just say where they gonna go. Where they gonna go? You gonna go and get hauled out across the street trying to prove a point. Then guess what's gonna happen at the end of the day? Then you gonna realize I told
Jimmy,
you.
I want to know the summer basketball programs that got the stones to do that. They got the goal to say, okay, no. Oh, yeah, what? No, I ain't paying him. He ain't gonna pay you. You ain't gonna pay you.
No, I know one that turned. I mean, a couple.
No. I said them all. I'm talking about all. I ain't talking about one. We're gonna go find shit. You didn't need but two. We didn't. Hey, Moses. I mean, Noah didn't put but two on the ark, so it wasn't two of each on the ark. So, Timmy, he's gonna find one of somebody in everything. But I'm just saying, what if all of them? Let's say how many shoe programs we got? What if the 7 shoe programs you say we got in this city said, no, I ain't paying you nothing?
If they all said that, now you see the solution. What the kids gonna do? Okay,
go to Dallas. So Dallas got to say, what? Y'all, and y'all tell the people in Dallas, hey man, same thing. He can't come here. Jimmy, Houston and Dallas, man, I promise you some things.
It would reset. Here's the thing. Here's the incentive. First of all, you're a program director. It's gonna save you some damn money. So you should want to be down with this. You mean tell me you like giving your money away to some to what y'all call them. Y'all call them at the end of the day. This is what they call parents. This is what a lot of them call y'all at the end of the day. They call you some ungrateful ass parents or kids at the end of the day. So you mean tell me you really okay with giving your money to what you claiming and what you deeming as ungrateful, right? Now, if that's the case, now if you don't like that, then you should be willing to listen. If you agree to do it, and guess what? This it's gonna hurt. First of all, look at what you got to show for it right now, especially the ones that then gave money this past year and ain't bust now grape, right? Seed or seedless. You ain't bust no grape at all, especially those. You should be willing to listen up and willing to say, okay, man, I'm down with it, man, because this ain't make no sense. See, one thing about it, and you got grassroots directors, eventually, let me tell you something that's going to always be a common denominator. And we get ready to land the plane on this stuff. Because you guys know that we told you we was coming here today. And y'all didn't invite enough people to come on in. Share the show right now and get this last little drop nugget. And we told you to come. We're coming back heavy. And we'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow going to be even heavier.
Oh, I got some more. Jimmy, I ain't even touched the surface. Keep going.
I'm bringing the shovel tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Listen, guys. I done let my thought go what I was going to tell.
That's all right.
I'm forgetting that. I said I was going to leave you with a nugget.
Okay.
And I got to pull the nugget back out of there. It'll come, guys. It'll come. I'm getting over.
That's all right. Hey, what we doing, church? Take your time, real.
Say,
don't you say
take
that.
Your time. Say, man, you see Kirby John
back. Don't you say
back.
that about my pal. Don't you say what?
Kirby John back, man. Yo, Kirby John back, man. He put his shades on everything. Yes. Hey, man.
He had to put his shades on. Jimmy, his eye, he had an operation in his eye.
Oh, that's what's wrong with it. I saw him kind of.
And he had 2 unsuccessful surgeries, and they trying to get it right. Yeah. So his retina was detached. So that's why. Yeah. That's all. I'm just letting you know. But you can't talk about that. That's my man. That man that helped me out of some dark nights. But keep going.
Trying to see. Yeah. Let me see if I still got his cell number in my phone.
No, you got a new one. That one ain't good no more. Hey, the feds took all them other phones.
I don't want that block hot on that one. I don't want to call them. I let my phone go. Hey, man, you know one thing I know he like? I know that pastor loves, and I ain't going to say like, he loves to watch high school basketball.
Oh, yeah.
He loves to watch basketball.
Yeah.
Boy, I know Sunday he gonna be busy with his second sermon. Can't get him at Rock on Wood.
Hey, no, he ain't gonna have a one sermon. He ain't have a one sermon.
You know what? Man, didn't come over to the University of St. Thomas.
I tell him.
Hey, come get some. Hey, come on over and get some.
But Jimmy, the man just got out. Hold on. Jimmy, I can tell you this story. He was sitting outside at Papa Do's. I ain't gonna tell you which one. He was sitting out. It wasn't that other one. It wasn't one by over there. But he was sitting out there, and I said, Pastor, he said, man, I know it's hot. He said, but man, let me tell you something. I'm just glad to be able to sit out here. You just sit out there and kick. You know, they got their little couches outside. And he just had, I mean, it made so much sense. And I said, man, Doc, guess what? I understand what you're saying. So you've been in there for 5 years, Jimmy. And you come out stronger than ever. Coming out. Jimmy, you couldn't even get in the church. Hey, people all in my spot. My parking spot. I ain't get my right parking spot. You know, all these years he been gone, I'm parking right where I want.
No. All them years you been gone, you cheated. You went over there, Wheeler.
I went to Wheeler for Bible study.
Okay, all right.
And hold up. In the daytime. But guess what? At 12 o'clock, guess what? Guess why I can't go to Bible study at 12 o'clock no more? But on Wednesday. Guess why? Because of the Chop Shop. That's what changed me. Stop going to Wednesday. Because I used to be at Bible study. Guess who out with John Lucas' wife every Wednesday for years. But when I started doing the Chop Shop, it altered my Bible study. And guess what? I got a chance to go look at it later. But yeah, you're right. But no, that's my man. That's my man.
Yeah, Trey Phillips say, leave my pastor alone, man. Trey Phillips say, trying to put him back in the fire. Hey, man, loves some basketball, man. He loves some basketball.
Oh, he's great man. Great man.
He loves some basketball. And we got a lot of for him to see.
But then I'm back to this, Jimmy. You couldn't get in it. Jimmy, you couldn't get in the place.
I bet it was jumping.
All these people left. Well, y'all, boy, what? Jimmy, I've never seen it like that ever. Overflow and all of that. I said, wow. But you know, they took care of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
You had to go up front watching on the screen.
No, I was on the right. I was on. I'm mute. Cause my partner said, man, cause I sit in a certain spot all the time. He said, man, you on the opposite side. I said, man, I'm glad them new people coming in there. Y'all come on in. I need y'all in. I need y'all back. But that's all, man. But I'm glad you mentioned that. Glad you mentioned.
Yeah, and so we go to land the plane, guys. Don't forget, we gonna die.
Herb said the same way they lie about them NIL figures. Jimmy, they be lying their ass off about them NIL figures because you know why? They don't have to be disclosed. I found out that loophole.
A lot of people
they don't have
will lie about a lot of stuff in this grassroots basketball sector. The thing is, once again, that's why I say transparency. And a lot of people have failed to ask the right questions on both sides of the fence. You have to ask people when they come into your program, do you have an agent already? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't sit there and look at this little guy holding the camera and all of a sudden you see him walking around all the time. You see him everywhere with the kid, even when the mama not there. Then all of a sudden later on when it get time for the nitty gritty, you want to know who he's in the room and you looking like you shocked. Come on now. Because at the end of the day, people that are evaluating those kids are also evaluating and paying attention to who's around those kids. And that was part of my scouting service for a couple of years. I had a couple of coaches beg me to stop doing it. This was 15 years ago. I found a new column, Hatter, and I put on there, whose ass to kiss. And basically it was with the name of the person's ass that the college coach needed to kiss to get inside with the kid, whether it be the girlfriend, whether it be the uncle, whether it be the summer coach. But there's one person, and it may change from every quarter to quarter. But then to identify that person, no matter how much power the next person think that they should or should not have, but if you identify that person, now here's the thing I learned on this stuff, Al. Know what I learned? During that short time that I did, I empowered a lot of people that probably did not, that abused that power. And I'm glad I stopped doing that and supplying that name so publicly to the college coaches in mass. Meaning that if I give you that power, a lot of people used it, didn't realize they had got popular real fast, but they abused it. And then when they abuse it, then a couple of those guys, throughout I can think of a name. By the end of the race, mom and dad had X'd them out when they became consciously aware. This stuff, but the thing is, if you're using our kids, these babies, and you're trying to use them for economic advantage, he'll say abuse, abuse
Yeah,
the
because
process,
I don't mind you using me. Just don't misuse
abuse. And so, and that is where a problem dwells.
Yeah.
Because it people talk and people hear you talk, and the coaches, and if you're in, and it ain't, sometimes decisions are made, it ain't been vetted or approved by the parent. Those are the tightest ships, is when the parent is included. I've seen it, and it works like harmony. Those guys will go back to the parent. Everybody is, and those are very rare, but I've seen them a lots of times when the parent is included every step of the way. Hey, this coach called me today. These are the coaches that call us today. They want us to come on this visit. What do you think? What y'all want to do? And but then why not go? That has proven to work. Mostly everybody that's still, think about this, Al. How many of them guys, let's say Houston Rockets had a young team, how many of them guys still probably in sync with their summer coaches or grassroots coaches? I mean, you don't, probably don't, just saying guesstimating. There's a few of them that are, but then there's a lot of them that ain't.
Tyree
More
Eason
that ain't.
is. Tyree Eason is.
Well, like the little kid from Atlanta is.
Who look at him, man?
The kid from Atlanta, Jabari.
Oh, see, I don't know him that good. I don't know.
Yeah, Jabari, and my buddy from the Atlanta Celtics.
Julio.
Julio. Yeah,
Okay.
Julio.
See,
Julio got a crib down here. Yeah, for a couple of years, and so, but so that means it can work. My point is that it can work. You guys just got to be more transparent. And you ain't got to be sneaky with it, because those kids, they'll leave your ass in the middle of the night. If you can get one good season out of those kids, be thankful or grateful without them cutting a hole in your damn pocket. Oh, and that's what I was going to tell them. I lead them with this. And it came back to me. I'll leave you guys with this. In grassroots basketball, the vast majority of coaches and program directors has either came to a crossroads in regards to their job, their marriage, grassroots basketball. You've been at a crossroads in the middle of the road. At some point in time, every single one of them out there that's like that. It's going to be a period of time, whereas you're going to, once again, you're going to sacrifice vastly or even compromise your job or your marriage for grassroots basketball. Let that soak in on you guys, and I'm telling you, it's undefeated.
Yeah,
it's undefeated as to how many people. I've came this close to several times. People talking me off the clip about doing a story in a magazine about that story, but they say no, it ain't. It hurt more than it'll hurt. I have to find a way to make it positive, because it would hurt too many people. It would out too many people, because a lot of people lost their marriages.
Absolutely.
A lot of people lost their jobs. Think about all them Thursday travel days. You got to keep taking off work. You coming back, dude. That's 2 days off, Thursday and Friday, off the work day.
But you using my son. That's what they tell the coach. You using my son for your benefit. But I got to get out of here, y'all. Y'all done had me
man.
on
So
today.
y'all share the show on your way out the door. We're coming back on this stuff hard and heavy. Now, meanwhile, think you guys think of solutions. We do 2 of them in the air. If you got better solutions overnight, bring them to the table. And let's see when they solve it. Otherwise, you're going to continue to see, and in the great players, one day they'll be fortunate enough to be in the green room or in Madison Square Garden for the NBA draft, which they're gonna probably move that thing to Vegas before it's over with. And guess what's gonna happen? Guess what you're gonna see? You're gonna see a whole lot of people at that table that's sitting next to that kid that don't look like nothing like your grassroots coach, nothing like Robert Hatter. And it goes back to what Vunzel said.
Yeah.
You go and you feeding these kids with your money and overtaking all expenses. We're not talking about the ones that pay to play. Sit this one out. We're talking about and you got to go to the end of the day, and you don't even they don't even come and get your opinion. If you're going a different route or you want to pick an agent, they don't even come and ask you.
Man, don't get me started. But let's go.
No, save it to tomorrow. Keep your shovel tomorrow. That's the thing. And I know Bunzel gonna watch this show again tonight, boy. He gonna sit up in his chair. He might rewind again and share it out. You know what you do? Get all your parents to watch it so they can hear this sermon. If you really want to be help program directors, let your parents tell them to watch it. They don't even tell them what they're gonna do. Watch the show tomorrow. We'll be up out of here right now, though. It's time to slide down Dino's back and yappa dabba do this thing on this Tuesday. Don't forget, surprise, how the schedule for the RCS Sports season opener has been republished. It's in the VIP news on rcsports.com right now. The entire schedule for the RCS Sports season opener. Check that thing out. November the 14th and the 15th is going down at the Campbell Center. See you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We up out of here.